The Langford estate had grown quiet in recent months, suffocated by grief and uncertainty. Once alive with laughter and ambition, it now echoed only with the hum of life support machines and hushed footsteps. Gregory Langford, the billionaire tech magnate known for building empires with his brilliance, lay in the east wing of his mansion, slowly fading from a rare and aggressive neurological disorder. No doctor could explain its origin, and no treatment seemed to slow its progress. Dozens of specialists, flown in from every corner of the globe, had come and gone with solemn expressions and empty hands. Hope had become a stranger in the house. But on a gray Wednesday afternoon, something strange happened. A young woman appeared at the estate's iron gates, no older than 20, with dark eyes that burned with certainty. "I can cure him," she said simply to the guards. They laughed at first, but her voice held something calm, unwavering. She was persistent, refusing to leave until she was heard. Eventually, word reached Elise Langford, Gregory's eldest daughter and the de facto head of the family. Curious, exhausted, and desperate, Elise agreed to see the girl. "Who sent you?" Elise demanded. "No one," the girl replied. "But I know how to help him." Her name was Mira. She had no credentials, no business card, no affiliation with any hospital. Just a small satchel and a quiet conviction. Against her better judgment, Elise gave her 15 minutes with her father. Nothing more. Mira entered Gregory's room in silence, walked to his bedside, and gently placed 2 fingers on his temple. She whispered something no one could hear. For almost 13 minutes, nothing happened. Then the machines exploded with beeping. Gregory's eyes snapped open. He blinked slowly, as if waking from a long dream. Then he spoke. "Elise, what year is it?" Gasps filled the room. Nurses rushed in. Gregory sat up, his limbs moving awkwardly, but moving. The man who had not spoken in 6 months was suddenly asking questions, recalling names, even smiling. Doctors were summoned. Tests were run. Everything pointed to one conclusion: Gregory Langford had been healed. But Mira was gone. No one saw her leave. Security cameras glitched. Her name, if real, left no trace. All that remained was a miracle, and a family shaken by a single sentence they could never forget: "I can cure him." The days that followed Gregory Langford's miraculous recovery were filled with awe, confusion, and celebration. The media swarmed, the family rejoiced, and the medical world stood dumbfounded. Gregory was walking, speaking, remembering. His cognitive tests showed levels even higher than before his illness, but there was something else, something Elise couldn't shake. Her father was different. His gaze lingered longer than usual, as if unfamiliar with objects he once owned. He asked odd questions about his own company and needed reminders about routine habits. At first, it was dismissed as residual confusion after months of illness, but Elise knew her father. And this man, this revived man, wasn't him. Quietly, she began to investigate. The mysterious girl, Mira, had vanished completely. No fingerprint match, no ID, no record of entry beyond a corrupted video feed that cut out for exactly 15 minutes, the time she'd spent in Gregory's room. Digging into obscure biotech forums and leaked research papers, Elise stumbled upon a defunct research facility called Virion, shut down in 2020 for unlicensed human experimentation. It was connected to a project labeled simply Echo. Most of the files were redacted, but a few fragments survived, terms like neural imprinting, host transfer, and consciousness override. The girl had not cured Gregory. She had replaced him. Elisa's blood ran cold. She ordered a full genomic scan and biometric analysis of her father. Though the DNA matched, subtle markers, like brainwave rhythms and reflex tests, suggested a radically altered cognitive signature. It wasn't a clone. It wasn't a mask. Someone else now lived inside her father's body. One evening, she confronted him. They were alone in the study, the air heavy with silence. "You're not him," she whispered. The man who looked like Gregory closed his eyes. Then he said softly, "No. But I remember enough to know he loved you deeply." Her breath caught. "Who are you?" she asked. The man smiled, not cruelly, but with something like sorrow. "I was dying. Just like he was. But I found a way. He let me in." Elise stared, 1,000 emotions warring inside her. He walked toward her gently. "I didn't steal his life. I gave him peace. And now I can help yours." She didn't speak. Couldn't. The man before her looked like her father. Sounded like him. But in his eyes, she saw Mira.